Okay. Does Warner Brothers, this is what's sad about executives that make decisions. Okay. This is the bad part about it. I mean, this is for every aspect of Hollywood. This is what's really wrong with Hollywood. When you got these fucking people, these suits, these uptight suits that don't know any of this material, none of the mythology, nothing. And they think they could just make decisions on what's going to happen, like what should happen with like all this lure, you know, especially when you have people involved, the director, the writer, all this stuff that know this, that study this, that work on this. And then when they see it, they have to make these suggestions. I mean, we've heard this stuff. This goes all the way back to what Mr. Peters, John, what was it? John Peters, right? Or something, right? That first name, talking about, you know, when Kevin Smith was trying to write his Superman flick and they didn't want him in the suit. They didn't want him in the suit. They wanted a big spider. They just all this stuff. There's like stuff when it was talking about how like Warner Brothers gave the note of like, it's like, does he fly without a cape? Can a superhero fly without a cape? It's like as if the cape is like a magical power. It's like, no, that's Doctor Strange and it's fucking, you know, that's it's ridiculous. So we have David F. Sandberg. David F. Sandberg, let's see if I could find the paragraph, but David F. Sandberg came out today. He had like, he had an article and it's just kind of funny. Let's see. I don't know. And see, it's like a whole big, huge thing. So I might not be able to find it. I should have had it already prepared and I apologize, guys. But I mean, essentially they gave him the note about, you know, because at the end of Man of Steel, what happens? What happens with the pod? They kind of utilize the pod to kind of like, you know, let's run it in and let's save the world. And then Warner Brothers, they gave that note. It's like, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Let me see. I'll find it right here. Let's see what the exact thing was saying. Let's see, David, because it's like a whole big interview. And I'm like, I'm not going to be able to find that right here. So, all right. So basically right here, it's so ridiculous. Okay. We have a snippet right here from Discussing Film, but this is what the quote was right here. It's so bad. I mean, they just don't know shit. So David Goyer says the studio asked not to destroy Superman's pod to bring down Zod's ship in Man of Steel because how is he ever going to get back to Krypton? There was a long pause and we said, Krypton blew up. You saw 30 minutes of it. My God. How is he going to get back to Krypton? Also warrants this from me. What the fuck? Can you imagine? I want to know what Zach has to say about that. If I talk to Zach again, I'm asking him about that. David Goyer said that they got this note that they didn't want to kill the pod. They didn't want to blow up the pod, destroy the pod, because how would he get back to Krypton? Oh, man. I mean, this is what's wrong. This is what's wrong with Hollywood, man, because you got these execs, like I said, these suits that are making these fucking decisions and they don't know. It's like, what are they doing all day? They're just having board meetings and fucking looking at numbers and looking at this, looking at the competition, you know, while pouring a scotch in their fucking, you know, their corner offices and shit like that. What are they doing? I'm like read a book, like fucking seriously, just open up some of the source. I don't know. They just don't know their stuff. God, man, it's so terrible. Ugh. It's just so bad. It's just so bad. It's like, literally the opening shows Krypton blowing up. And they were like, that just shows you that, did they even watch that opening scene? You know, you kind of wonder, like, did they even watch? Were they even watching? Did they even know? Or did they read the script? Or did they even know why Superman comes to Earth? Okay? Why Superman comes to Earth. Why is Batman all about vengeance? Why doesn't he just like, why isn't Batman, why isn't Bruce Wayne having dinner with his mom and dad? I mean, I don't get it. There should be a scene where Bruce Wayne visits his parents. Anyone? Jesus Christ.